Growing older is actually one of life's greatest privileges. As the years pass, we become wiser through the memories we accumulate, the experiences we gain, and our deepening perspective. However, sometimes we develop certain habits without even noticing them, overshadowed by all this accumulation. These behaviors, which quietly settle into our lives, can push the people around us away. Moreover, while we still think we are the same person, we can become increasingly difficult to reach and understand for others. Most of the time, these habits arise with good intentions. Advice gained from knowing more, warnings distilled from our experiences, or simply words spoken to avoid being alone. But this is where a fine line begins. People sometimes don't explain why they distance themselves or express their feelings. And while you wonder, what did I do? You may actually find the answer in your own behavior. In this video, we will talk about 12 habits that we unconsciously acquire as we age, which tire those around us or push them away. These are things that no one would easily admit to, but most of us do in one way or another. If you want to be loved and respected, recognizing these habits and transforming them, if possible, can make a huge difference. If you're ready, let's begin. First, complaining constantly. Life has its challenges, but if you constantly focus on the negative, you will slowly drain the energy of those around you. People want to feel better when they talk to you. Constant complaining breaks this connection and may eventually cause them to avoid listening to you. You may find yourself becoming lonely without even realizing it. Second, talking only about illnesses. Health issues are a part of aging, but if your conversations revolve solely around your ailments, those around you may become bored. People want to hear hopeful, joyful memories as well. It's natural to talk about your health, but life isn't just about that. Remembering this keeps relationships alive. Third, being stubborn about everything. Your experiences are valuable, but insisting on your own opinion without listening to the other person makes communication difficult. Young people may think differently, and technology may change. Being completely closed to these innovations can distance you from those around you. Listening can sometimes have a more powerful effect than talking. Fourth, neglecting your personal care. This topic may not be discussed, but it is very important. Being clean is a sign of self-respect. When people see that you take care of yourself, they approach you more. This makes you feel good about yourself and also has a positive effect on those around you. Fifth, living in the past. Your memories are precious and should be shared, of course, but constantly dwelling on the past can cause you to miss out on the beauty of the present. Learning new things and being open to current events makes you more energetic and interesting. Honoring the past is beautiful, but living in the present is just as valuable. Sixth, being overly negative about young people. Every generation has different habits and perspectives. Instead of criticizing young people, trying to understand them and appreciating their strengths builds bridges between generations. Criticizing them only distances you from them. Inspiring them, on the other hand, brings them closer to you. Being open to young people also refreshes your inner world. Seventh, gossiping or meddling in other people's business. Sticking your nose into other people's private lives damages your relationships without you even realizing it. Gossip may be attention-grabbing in the short term, but in the long run, it leads to a loss of trust. Respecting people's boundaries brings you peace of mind and helps build stronger bonds with those around you. Silence is sometimes the wisest course of action. Eighth, resisting change and refusing to adapt. Technology, habits, and the world are changing rapidly. Turning your back on these changes completely will isolate you. Being open to learning new things not only keeps your mind young, but also makes you more connected to life. Don't think that using a computer or phone is only for young people. Curiosity is the power of every age. Don't be afraid to learn. It's a sign of your youth. 9th, constantly playing the victim. Loneliness can be challenging, but seeing yourself as a victim will only make you feel more alone. People don't want to be blamed. So instead of waiting, take the first step. A phone call, a short message, or even a friendly hello to your neighbor can restart a relationship. When you recognize your own worth, others will recognize it too. 10th, being overly controlling about money. Supporting your family with love is more valuable than trying to control them with rules based on money. When money becomes the center of a relationship, love recedes. Sharing the security that money brings is beautiful, but don't turn it into a tool for control. True love is shown through support given without expecting anything in return. 11th, refusing to accept help. As someone who has spent years supporting others, you may not be accustomed to receiving support. However, asking for or accepting help is not a sign of weakness. It is a way to build genuine connections. When people offer to support you, it means they care about you and value you. Accepting help not only lightens your physical burden, but also lifts your spirit. 12th, losing your sense of humor. Laughter is not just a reaction, it is a form of resistance. Being able to laugh in the face of life's challenges is a sign that an aging heart is still young. Maintaining your sense of humor not only heals you, but also those around you. The smile on your face is a reflection of your youth. Remember, a joyful heart always shines light on those around it. Growing older is not just about the number of years that have passed. It is also about accumulated wisdom, a deeper perspective, and a heart that has slowed down but feels more. However, some habits we pick up along the way, without even noticing, can build invisible walls between us and those around us. Constant complaining, resistance to change, gossip, emotional withdrawal. These can slowly isolate us, yet none of us grew older to become lonely. We grew up to build deeper, more meaningful connections with those we love. That's why taking an honest look at ourselves and noticing and transforming even one of these habits can refresh both our relationships and our inner peace. Don't be hard on yourself or judge yourself. Just notice. Because noticing is the first step toward change. Remember, what draws people to you isn't how young you look. It's your warmth, your understanding, and your open heart that's still willing to learn and share. Growing old is a privilege, but growing old beautifully, that is a conscious choice, and you can make that choice today, right now. If this video resonated with you, share it with a loved one who is going through similar feelings. Because real change begins with a small awareness that one person starts within themselves and then spreads like a ripple. You are at the center of that ripple,